So I realized I had this other game with Cash Shift sitting on my game that was actually pretty decent. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Why not upload it, give you guys another little piece of action going on. So anyways, hey guys, well, we got a game here today against Sucker4Jessica, aka Cash Shift. We had this one first, but then we decided to have another one, and the other one turned out better. But I was like, hey, fuck it. Let's still upload this one because it was fun. It was interesting. So, I mean, yeah, still got my team, which, by the way, I have basically done now. Like, I have all the main stuff for it. I just need to get a good Calm Gudra, preferably with Gooey, and then a Reckless Staraptor that's Jolly. So, if anyone's breeding those and has any babies that they can throw my way, I'm going to try and start catching some Dittos soon, but I just haven't had the chance yet. So, but just saying, if anyone has those, that'd be mega awesome. But anyways, yeah, I got my team. Cash got his team. Main threats I was looking at on his end were going to be the Agislash, Gengar, just because they're major threats and they'll just be annoying really quick. So, I mean, that's mainly what we got to watch out for, but otherwise nothing too... Oops, I left my volume on. But, yeah, nothing too majorly threatening, but I'm going to leave it to Greninja. He's going to lead a Staraptor. I thought he might be Choice Scarf, so I didn't really want to stay in right here. I mean, the likelihood of it was kind of low. Actually, the reason why I thought he was Choice Scarf is because Intimidate went first, but then I realized right after I switched, wait a second, I don't have an ability that goes, so it doesn't even matter. So I go out to Gliscor though, just to take the hit, because that's the best thing I have to do. He goes for a U-turn, which if he was Scarf, that probably could have taken out my Greninja, or just done way too much damage for me to be comfortable with. Whatever the case, he turns into Blastoise, so I'm like, okay, we'll just U-turn out as well, because I know I should at speed, because he probably doesn't have any speed investment. I'm gonna assume he's not gonna Mega this up, so I'm just gonna go to Gudra right here, to just take whatever Blastoise has to throw at me. I don't have Toxic on this thing, so it's going to be a little bit of an uphill struggle against the Blastoise just for me to stay in with Gudra, but at the same time, it's my better move to make, because nothing else really wants to switch in on a Blastoise hit. Like, I mean, it's not like they'll mind it, it's just that it won't be the most appreciated thing in the world, you know? But I'm just going to start hitting with Dragon Pulses. I'm not really concerned if he burns me with Scald, because I do have the rest, and actually, Dragon Pulse does a pretty decent amount, so I'm actually fairly happy with that. So I can just keep Dragon Pulsing him, and I shouldn't be in any annoying predicament. So he's just going to keep Scalding, and I'm just going to keep going for the, oh no, here I thought he would switch out predicting my Dragon Pulse, so I go for Flamethrower, but he doesn't switch, and I'm like, god damn it, Kashif, you're supposed to switch, you motherfucker. I think next turn I go for Sludge Bomb, if I recall correctly. It's either that or Dragon Pulse, because I'm still predicting weird-ass switches or just doing whatever. But he does burn me this turn. No, just Dragon Pulse. It must have been some other game where I Sludge Bombed a Blastoise into poisoning it. But I do hit him down pretty low with Dragon Pulse. Another one will take him out. Unfortunately, I don't have speed, so that's going to be a bit annoying because he's going to be able to get a little bit of extra stuff on me before I die. Or before he dies, that is. But instead, he does have the rest, so he's going to heal up everything, and I'm just going to kind of do nothing. I think I also half predicted a switch out, so I did go for Flamethrower. Yeah, because I forgot Rest was a thing, and you also got to consider the fact that people are kind of going semi-competitive right now, so you got to factor that in too. But I actually have Rest on Gudra because it's just going to be good anyways, especially since Sleep Turns don't reset this gen. That's going to be nice. But anyway, since he is rested up, I'm going to bank on him maybe not being Sleep Talk and going out to Gengar, but he does have the Sleep Talk right here, but he actually pulls off the power-up punch, so that is pretty cool. And if you couldn't tell, a lot of these moves do play into the match that I did upload earlier this week, just because, yeah. But I go for Substitute right here just because if he whiffs a Sleep Talk again, then I'm going to have a free sub and I can just start Thunderbolting, and that's kind of what I'm banking on. It's not like I'm too concerned about Blastoise anyways, now that Gengar's in relatively safely, and I am behind a sub, so I should be okay, but I can just start Thunderbolting right here and then see where it gets me. So that's what I just do, just fire off Thunderbolts. And it does almost kill him, but not quite enough to take him out, but I did score a crit, so that's kind of why too. But even so, I probably would have just been able to take him down with a couple more anyways. I would have been able to take hits, so it was like, whatever. But this turn, I will just be able to go for, I think I actually go for Shadow Ball this time, just in case he wants to switch out randomly. Yeah, that is what I do, and I just take him out with the Shadow Ball. So that is very nice, because it's another Pokemon out of the way. Woo. But anyways, he's going to go to the Agislash right here. I figured he'd either go for SD or not Shadow Sneak, So I decide here just to go for the substitute, and I figure if he's going to want to hit me with something, his best move to hit me with would be with the Shadow Sneak, so that means he'll stance change before I go for my Shadow Ball. So I can just go for Shadow Ball after he Shadow Sneaks me. He's got no choice but to go for Shadow Sneak. He could boost up more, but I'm just going to get more damage off, so it's not really beneficial to him for me to, it's not beneficial for him to keep boosting while I can just keep Shadow Balling. But he actually has the berry that reduces Ghost type moves, so he's able to live my Shadow Ball, but that's actually very good knowledge that I would kill him if it wasn't for that. But I decide I want to preserve my Gengar because Gengar is always a nice thing to have. I'm just going to go out to Gliscor because I figure I should be able to take a +2 Shadow Sneak. I know I should be able to outspeed, and I actually get critted on the second Shadow Sneak, but I'm able to live it and take him out with Earthquake. And yeah, it's Citrus Berry on this thing. This is before I started to get everything together. I now have Poison Heal Gliscor, so that is very awesome that you'll see later, hopefully eventually. But anyways, I do take that thing out, but he goes into Malamar, and I figure I might be able to outspeed. I might as well just take the chance of it. If he outspeeds me and Gliscor dies, whoop-de-fucking-do. But I decided to U-turn out, and it's Time Source super effective. First time I saw Malamar, I was like, well, this is a perfect thing to take on against my team. But I go into Staraptor because I didn't know if Intimidate would trigger Contrary. Turns out it does. I actually didn't pay attention if it did or didn't, but I also saw this thing had no priority to know of, so I figured I should be able to take a non-stab superpower, and it doesn't have the highest base attack in the world anyways, so I should be able to take it. I do take it and just take him out with U-turn. I decided to turn into my Greninja. Just looking at his team, it should be the best thing to take on whatever. He does bring in Staraptor right here, and I'm like, let's see, do I risk it right here? Yeah, I do risk it. I'm just like, screw it, I'm just gonna Hydro Pump and hope for the best. And he isn't Scarfed, and it's like if he was, I wouldn't be able to deal with it anyway, so it didn't really matter. But I just take that thing out with the Hydro Pump, and then Gengar comes in, and this was his Mega Evolution, but he decided not to use it because he thought he wouldn't outspeed because Greninja, I don't know, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways, because even if he Mega'd, you guys already know by now, Megas keep their speed. But whatever the case, Delphox comes in after I kill the Gengar with a Hydro Pump, and I just take out Delphox and hit 3 Hydro Pumps in a row. Fuck yeah. And that is Choice Specs for a Ninja, and that is the game. So GG Kashif, that was a 6-0. It was my first 6-0, I know, I think it was my second 6-0 of this gen, but I figure I gotta upload one right at the start of the gen, and then after that we won't really abuse them at all, you know. That's how it has to go. Plus, I mean, like I said before, I started 5th gen by destroying Kashif with Excadrill, so I gotta start this gen off too by destroying Kashif, so sorry Kashif, it had to be done. But anyways, that is gonna be it for this, so hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah, comment, sub, and later guys.